My name is Mutesi. I'm going to narrate the project called In Terms of Arts. In this project, I will be talking about the introduction, the overview of the painter Frida Kahlo, the definition of terms, the description of the little deer, description of self-portrait, description of self-portrait with monkey, the conclusion, and the reference. Starting from the introduction, this project is about defining terms and concepts that are used to discuss and understand arts, and also using those terms. I will discuss about three artworks of for Frida Kahlo, and those artworks are Little Deer, Self-Portrait 2, and Self-Portrait with Monkey. Going through the overview of the painter Frida Kahlo, she is a Mexican painter. She was born on July 6, 1907, and died on July 13, 1954. She faced many physical suffering in her life. She faced a bus accident which caused her several problems to her body. She hadn't children because of the condition that she was in, being in the hospital because of that accident. And also most of her works were painted by being hospitalized. Her husband was Diego Rivera. Going to the definition of terms, I'm going to start by medium. When we understand by the medium of art is the material that an artist uses while performing his or her work of art. The composition is the design of the work of art and the organization of different elements by looking them visually. That's how the art is designed, maybe by looking how different figures or different things which are composed by that painting. And also you can see how those figures by combining each other, which meaning you can count. Going to the subject matter is the hidden meaning of the work of art. That's when like you are combining those visuals of that painting, you can come up with the idea that the painter or the artist wanted to show the audience. And going to the style of the art is the specifically type of work of art. And there are three types of style of art that I'm going to talk about. First of all, realism. Realism is when the artist shows how people really are. And going to the naturalism is when the artist shows the physical worlds. And lastly, the surrealism is when the artist creates things which are not real or in natural ways. And the last about the last term is expressive content. The expressive content is the feeling of the work or the emotion that the subject matter is showing or conveyed. Starting from the description of the little deer, the medium is oil on masonite. The composition is there is a deer, 9 arrows, a fallen branch, the head of Frida painted onto the deer, a forest with dead trees, a deer hooded by those 9 arrows. Going to the subject matter of that painting, I can see that the thing which is shown there is the head of Frida painted onto the deer with the arrows. Due to that, I can say that the expressive content is the painting or the painter or Frida wanted to show the pain she was feeling in her life. As I said before in the introduction, that she was in the hospital because of the bus accident she faced, and so she wanted to show the audience the pain she was feeling by using that head of her painted onto the deer with those arrows, which and going to the style is surrealism. This is due to the way there is a head which is painted onto the deer, which is not normal. That's why I say that the style is surrealism. I'm going to give the description of the painting of Frida, which calls self-portrait to starting from the medium. The medium is oil on Masonic, and the composition, there is the face of Frida, which shows that she was talking about herself. There is the lips. There is the necklace where there is the blood on her neck, which shows that she was suffering. There is flowers on her hair. There is a banderole which shows that she was sending that painting to the doctor. The reason why I say that is because she was wanting to thank her. She was wanting to thank the doctor as the doctor was treating her. Mm, going to the subject matter, it's the thing which is on the center of that painting is the Frida's necklace and the banderole, which shows the hope. And the reason why is that as the necklace there is a blood on the necklace, which shows that she was suffering, and the banderole shows that she wanted to send that banderole to the doctor, so that in order to thank him as he was treating her, as I said when talking about the composition. And the style is realism, and the reason is because um, she is talking about herself, which is real, and the expressing content is she wanted to talk about the hope, and because before meeting with the doctor, she had pain, she was hopeless, yeah. And due to that, the subject matter is Frida wearing a necklace and being with monkey, and that's why the reason why I say that this is the subject matter. This is because with that monkey and with that monkey and Frida, the face of Frida. That's why I come up with the expressing content which say the protection. This is due to the way in the introduction I saw that Peter did not have children, and so choosing like to live with animals was a kind of protection. And the style is naturalism. This is due to the way on there is a necklace which is natural, there is flowers, and that monkey shows that those things are natural. Mm. These are resources that are used for getting information. Thank you.